Lawrence County depends on WDXE News, on the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3, WDXE.
It's time for the Harvest Financial Planning Hour with my good friend Stanley Wilson. Stanley, you are
Good
back.
morning.
You are back from a trip.
Yep, went down to Gulf Shores. Your birthday was Sunday, mine was Monday, and
Yeah.
saw some of my old friends from living down there in the past. And,
Yeah.
and got
Get
to
your
go
toes
to the
in the
beach.
sand?
Got one day I did. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're planning a trip. We're going to get there sooner or later.
Well, when I lived down there, the only time I went to the beach was when somebody from out of town came down and wanted to,
wanted to go to the beach.
that's
huh?
the purpose of you going down there.
I'm not a big beach fan, though.
Here's what I do, Jeff, and you would probably like this.
I'm with you probably.
Yeah. You can get these beach chairs, but they sit real low. So
Yes.
it's hard for me to get out of those.
Yeah.
So just go get you a camp chair. And by the way, if you go to Buc-ee's, they've got these with the little umbrella.
With the canopies.
Yeah. That's perfect for you right there.
Ah, okay.
And then you can sit there and hear the waves and feel the breeze coming on you. And it's relaxing. And you just kind of let your worries go away. Before you know it, you're taking a nap right there.
There you
at
go.
the beach.
There you go. That sounds pretty good.
And then you don't have a sunburn because you got that canopy.
Yeah, you need
That's
to
the worst thing to have on a trip is a sunburn.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't. I don't burn very easily, but now my daughter May burns. I mean, she can walk across the parking lot and get burned.
Well, I'm telling you, if you're just in the sun is so intense down there. We usually have the same temperatures, and sometimes it's cooler down there because of the breeze.
Right.
But the sun is so much, because it's closer to the equator, of course, the sun is more intense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is.
the UV rays, they will really get you.
We shall take precautions.
Well, at our age, I've seen so many people with skin cancer.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
you got to get things checked out.
I wear a big sombrero.
Well, it's funny. I've got all kinds of caps and hats, and I didn't bring my big brimmed hat, so I bought one down there. And so,
I've got a straw hat that will probably go with me.
yeah, take it.
A nice big straw hat.
Take it.
Yeah.
Take
and,
you some comfortable shoes.
comfortable shoes. That's right.
I needed
What
more.
kind of shoes do you wear on the beach?
Well, you can. Well, there's
Probably flip flops more than anything
flip flops, or I'm not a fan of the kind that's in between my toes.
No, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I like just the slip-ons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get you some sandals.
The slides or whatever they are.
Yeah, they got a Skechers outlet down there that I went to and got me another. I wore out this other pair.
Now that's where I need to go. Get me some more of those.
Yeah, those Skechers, you just
Slip them on.
slip them on. Don't even.
That's
have
what
to
I'm
bend
wearing.
down.
I got a pair on right now.
Yeah, go to the Tanger Outlet Mall there in Foley,
Yeah.
and the Skechers is kind of on the inside portion of it, and
Sounds
just go
good.
in there.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I know you had a good time, and I need to get a list from you of good places to eat in Gulf Shores.
Okay.
That's my main goal is to find great places to eat.
Well, I mean, do you like seafood?
Oh yeah, I do. I like shrimp,
Okay.
and I like crab,
Okay.
shrimp,
Crab
I'm not-
legs?
I'm not. Yeah, crab legs. I'm not too big on much of anything else.
Well, these places are away from Gulf Shores and Orange Beach where you're staying, but there's another good place in downtown Foley called Half Shell.
Half shell.
And they've got oysters, really good food. Where I used to live it was a fishing village.
Yeah.
In Bon Secure. And Bon Secure Fishery's been there since 1895, and they started by harvesting oysters. And I'm not crazy about raw oysters.
I'm not big on oysters.
But I enjoy grilled oysters, where they put the stuff on them and make them real tasty.
Oh,
And Acme Oyster House is a good place.
really?
So Tin Top, if you want a good steak or good seafood all around, there's a place called Tin Top in Bon Secure. That's a good place.
Now, Bon Secure is a town.
Yeah, Bon Secure is the town. It's French for safe harbor.
Okay.
And that's where all the shrimp boats came in.
Okay. I've wondered about taking I've never been deep sea fishing. Don't really care about going deep sea fishing, but I would like to take an inland fishing trip. You know,
You can. Well, you can. What you need to do is take a dolphin tour. Go
Why?
on one of those big boats. They go inside where the what is it, Weeks Bay, I believe is the name of it.
into the bay area,
Yeah. Not out in the Gulf, but
in the bay.
in the bay, and it's huge. I mean, we did that Saturday.
Okay,
And we didn't get to, we had boat problems. I mean, we broke down.
really?
Yeah.
I don't want to
Fortunately,
go
we
break
broke
down.
Well, fortunately we broke down in front of a boat ramp, so that was good. we had to get some people to take us over to this to the boat ramp, and there was about 5 guys on there, and they were all had fishing poles, and but they I think they were. We never knew where they were from, but they had an accent, and it might have been Australian or New Zealand or something.
So, well, I'm confused about the dolphin tour.
All right, there's a dolphin tour, and they take you on this big boat, and you go out, and they got these fish finders or whatever, and they know where the porpoises are,
Yeah.
and which is dolphins, and you'll see them, and all of a sudden they'll come up and come out of the water and swim in next to your boat.
Oh, okay. All right.
All the folks get all giddy about that.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. That's okay, but I used to watch Flipper.
Yeah.
Jerry Brona.
Oh my gosh, who in the world? But
There's
Jerry, I'll have to talk to you later, buddy. But anyway, what I was hoping to find is somebody that could take us a guided fishing tour back in the Bay Area, but not in the ocean, but back in the freshwater areas.
Yeah, you can. That's probably what those guys were doing that towed us in.
Yeah.
They had a guide. Most of the boats down there have what they call center consoles. All the steering wheel and the controls right in the middle of the boat.
Right.
So then that's what these guys had, and
yeah. Okay.
you just have to look online.
We'll do it.
I almost said the yellow pages.
You can't find the yellow pages anymore.
Showing my age.
You can't find the yellow pages anymore. That's for sure. My gosh.
You need to go parasailing. You need to do that.
No. No. I've seen too many videos of people being drugged across the sand, and I would be one of those guys.
Hey, give me more power. We can't get this guy up.
No, I don't think there's enough boat to pull me up in the air.
They were doing that, of course, down there, and I said, "More power to you, buddy."
I'm not.
I would keep my feet.
I'm not interested.
I'm gonna be like
in
that quote: "Keep my feet firm." Stay firm, like Abraham
stand
Lincoln.
firm on the ground. That's right. Yeah, I don't mind the idea of doing an inland fishing, but I'm not too big on going out on the ocean.
I went. They have snapper redfish.
Oh yeah.
In June usually. They have a shortened season, and so I went out there one time, and it was okay. A lot of oil rigs.
Now,
out
red
there.
snapper is good to eat.
Oh, it's delicious.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's really good. And if you're ever in a restaurant and they say the fresh catch is triggerfish.
Triggerfish.
Triggerfish is good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to remember that.
So you can get it fried, you can get it sautéed, you can get it blackened.
Well,
All
there you
different
go.
ways.
All right. See, I knew that the Lord had put you in here for a purpose.
Well, I lived down there for a little bit, so.
Yeah. Well,
I, looking back, I didn't take advantage of some of those things. I should have.
Yeah.
I should have gone to the beach more.
Yeah.
But like you said, I'm not a beach person. Now, there's some people come down there and go at 10 o'clock in the morning, don't come off the beach till 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I don't
And
think I
can't
can
do
take that.
I can't do that.
I don't think I. Now I like going out there late in the evenings.
Well, I know. Yep.
Late in the evenings, and this,
A lot of people
even
do
at
that.
night, it's kind
The
of
sunsets are beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking for a quaint little town to go to, that's it's on the Mobile Bay. It's called Fairhope.
Fairhope.
Yeah. And that's a nice place to go.
I tell you what, when I go on a trip too, anywhere, I like to find the little local places, the little local restaurants that the local people like to eat at.
Well, that's what I was gonna tell you next. There's a town called Magnolia Springs.
Yeah.
And there's a restaurant called Jesse's.
Jesse's.
And it's in an old feed store, but it's upscale food.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey, but if you want that special occasion, it's a great place to go. And it's in Magnolia Springs. Magnolia Springs is known for having the only mail service by boat. They've got mailboxes on their piers.
Really?
And so the postman is
Do you have to get there by boat?
No, you don't have to get there by boat, but the postman still delivers your mail by boat.
Oh, okay.
And there was 2 books written in that town. Fannie Flagg wrote Fried Green Tomatoes.
Okay.
The Whistle Stop. I forgot the name of the actual movie.
Well, there was a movie called Fried Green Tomatoes.
Okay, that's the name of the movie then.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that was written there. And then Winston Groom,
Okay.
Jr., his dad was an attorney in Mobile.
Yeah.
But Winston Groom wrote the book Forrest Gump.
Oh,
There
really?
in Magnolia Springs.
That movie was great.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
And Fannie Flagg, Winston Groom's passed away, but Fannie Flagg still lives in that area. She's from Birmingham originally.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know we're going to have at least one caller.
Okay.
We're going to have at least one caller. And good morning. You're on with us.
Well, he answered the question. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought Fannie Flagg was from Birmingham. I remember that fried green tomatoes, and I think it was close to where we used to eat or something down there. I lived in Vestavia, which is and worked at UAB.
I think it was.
But one of the things. One of the things I found on vacations is talk to the locals. When my husband and I and son went to Hawaii, we went bed and breakfast, and there's a huge difference in being just a tourist and being. They said you go do the touristy things, and we'll show you how where we go. And let me tell you, everything was so much better just knowing locally where to go.
Well, the problem down there is it's hard to find a local because everybody's moved from
Well, we
somewhere
went
else.
bed and breakfast. We never had, and I can remember holding my breath. We had never gone that way before, and I had done everything. And when we got ready to land, I just had my stomach almost in my heart. This is a disaster. But they'd ask all sorts of questions, this organization. Now, this goes way back. And it was like, it was even personal things. We could have not having much. I mean, they gave us access. They had this huge, nice house. It was just like they really matched you up well. And but anyway, I wanted to. Okay, I'm sorry I called, but I did want to throw out something. This has actually helped me talk to my son, just covering things like this. And Mr. Pachowski, he said he was meeting somebody, a clog leg that's in his 60s, and he said he was going to retire, but he told me now he's taking a job here in Atlanta. And I shared a few things with him, and I said, well, this might give you something to talk about and kind of find out why. I said he may be like a lot of people. They're finding out they didn't know as much as they thought they did about retirement or Social Security or Medicare or things like that.
Well,
I'll hang up. I've got a lot of questions. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
All righty.
Well, I think there was a lot said there. So I have a lot of people that want to retire. They get tired of the monotony of having to be somewhere on a scheduled time frame, go to lunch at a certain time, be back at a certain time, so forth. They don't mind the work. It's just the schedule of having to be there and having to do it and having to,
Sure.
But if they had something where they could create their own schedule, we have a guy down there, we call him Mr. Saturday, because we ask him, say, hey, how you doing? He said, man, every day of my life is Saturday, because he's retired, and every day of his life is Saturday.
Yeah.
But there's people that I've come across that they get into retirement and they do all the things they need to do. They do all their honey-do list at the house and go on the trips and see the kids and all that. And then they come back and they go, man, I'm bored. I don't have anything else to do. I don't want to watch Gunsmoke all day. I want to do something else,
Right.
So they kind of go back out there in the workforce.
Yeah.
And it may be a part-time job. They may have their Social Security coming in and or the pension or whatever. So they don't need the money, but they just are bored.
Yeah, don't want to just sit and do nothing.
Right. And our bodies are made to move. We got to keep moving. I remember some of y'all probably know Mr. Gene Green, but from years ago I was playing golf with him, and he was 85 years old. And I said, Gene, what's your secret to keep moving? He said, that's it, Stanley, to keep moving.
Keep moving.
He said, don't sit down. He said, I got buddies that retired and sit on the front porch, watch the cars go by, and 2 years later they're dead.
Yeah.
So you got to keep moving, keep your brain active.
Yeah.
Just
That's good advice. That's real good advice. You know, I'm retirement age.
well,
I'm retirement age, but I don't.
And that's
I
another
still
thing.
enjoy doing what I'm doing. So
well, that's another thing is, what is retirement? I mean, that was a government creation, basically, because
Yes.
when Peggy mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, when FDR, Roosevelt, formed Social Security.
Right.
And that was good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's back then. I mean, it was 65, but people didn't live that as long as we're living now. Well,
Right.
we got more ways to keep people alive nowadays, and but the Social Security came about, and that was when we started using that term retirement.
Yeah.
You got to live to get your Social Security, and that's what we do now.
Yeah.
But who says that you got to retire? You may. I've read about people that's working in all the way into their 90s.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
it's just. I mean, if you enjoy your work, it's not work.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
But I could understand. Hey, listen, if I had to go to a factory or a plant and work in this heat like today, and had to be there at a certain time, and I can't leave until a certain time, and all that, I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Well, I had my share early on in life. I went to work at Murray on my 18th birthday. I went to work second shift on my 18th birthday. Never will forget that. I went to what was called 44, which was the little press room, as they called it, and worked on a press. My first
still
job.
got all your fingers.
I still got all my fingers. And anyway, I was still at home and got home that night, and Mother and them had kind of waited up to, I guess, where they were still awake. And they asked me how I liked it. And I said, well, I'll tell you right now, I don't think I'm going to like it at all. But I stayed there until they were notorious at that time for hiring a bunch, and it was seasonal. And then they'd lay you off, and you had to work there several years before you didn't get laid off. Back then. But when I was laid off, I found another job at another factory over in Pulaski, and I went over there and I stayed there for several years until I got my real estate license. So I've had factory work.
So you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's honorable
there's
work.
nothing.
Honorable work. But I knew I didn't want to do it all my life, and so I started trying to figure out what else I could do.
Well, I think especially I graduated in 1980.
Yeah.
So I was in Florence, and it seemed like all my people I hung around with, back then Reynolds and Ford was blowing and going in that area.
Oh, yeah.
And they
Yeah.
usually had a father that was there that could get them a job.
Right.
You had TVA down there. But, it was just the natural progression was to go to UNA, go to college. And I did that, but I didn't really. I was going to be a business major. Well, you don't have to go to college to learn business. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of things in management and marketing classes and all that. But you learn more when you're hands-on in business.
Yeah.
But now, this gentleman on the Mike Rowe, I believe is his name.
Yeah. I see him a lot.
Yeah, he's a proponent of trade schools.
Yes.
Well, they built one down there in Baldwin County. When you're coming in to what they call Bay Minette, you'll see it. It's a big, huge facility, but it's called the Baldwin County Preparatory Academy.
Okay.
And it's a big trade school. They
Really?
they got cosmetology in there. They got welding in there. They got carpentry, and they got diesel mechanics in there. It's a place for people that don't want to go to a 4-year college.
Sure.
To come out of high school, go to this school, and I think they may even take people that are already in high school. I'm not sure. But they make them clock in, and they got uniforms for them. So they're mimicking the work that they're going to get into.
Sure.
And, you got welders in there, you got electricians in there, you got all these different crafts. And these guys are making big bucks.
I was going to say, I saw him interviewed just within the past several days. And he was talking about the shortage of those type of skilled workforce in this country and how much they make. And they're making a lot more than the college grads are.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Well, Mobile they're looking for electricians. They have a plant Airbus over there. They make airplanes.
Yeah.
And then they're making ships over there, too.
These are 6-figure jobs.
Oh, yeah. You can make $200,000 if you get some overtime over there too.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and if you're a master electrician, then you can almost name your price.
Yeah.
So, but he also has a scholarship fund for kids that want to go to trade school.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it was a
good to
commercial about that, and they had a young lady. She was like 21 or 22 years old, and she was a slim young lady you wouldn't think, but she's a diesel mechanic, and she loves it. And she's in charge of these other older guys in there.
How about that? Diesel mechanic. How cool is that?
Yeah. So there's
Making big bucks, no
not
doubt.
just the 4-year college. Yeah, if you want to be a school teacher, an accountant, get into medicines and law and all that, there's still avenues for that.
And there's a need for those.
Yeah, there is.
But there's a great need and a great opportunity for skilled workforce.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yep.
No doubt. Daniel's getting a little taste of it as we speak, as a matter of fact. He's doing some carpentry work. And his first day of it was yesterday. And he come back, he said, I learned a lot. He had a guy that was helping him learn how to use the speed square, learn how to measure, learns how to first time he'd ever used a skill saw was yesterday.
Well, great.
And he was like, I kind of liked it. So anyway, those are good skills to have.
Well, I mean, you don't know until you do it.
That's right.
So, and you don't know what you don't like until you do it, which
That's
is your
true.
case of going
That's
to Murray.
true. That's true.
You decided this is not for me.
Yeah, that's true. But it's honorable work. Work is honorable no matter what you do. In fact, the scriptures say, and I'll do some preaching here: whatever you find to do it with all your might. Mm-hmm. That's what it says.
Well, I mean, we've had government assistance for quite a while.
Yeah.
And it used to be people that needed it.
Yeah.
They took it a lot of times reluctantly.
Yeah.
They went ahead and did it. But
Yeah.
now, today, it's like a badge of honor. Hey, I'm getting me a government check.
Yeah.
And that's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, it is.
And I mentioned my story about the young lady that had graduated high school, and this was in 1990. And I asked her, I said, what are you going to do now since you're out of high school? And she said, I'm going to get me a check like my mama did. And I'm like, good grief.
Well, unfortunately, we've
raised a and that was 30 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
it's been going on for a long while.
yeah.
Yeah, been going on for a long while. There's still a lot of folks though that want to be and do.
Sure. And that's good.
And that's good.
And that's what America's about.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And for those who do and produce, and they're making money and they need to know what to do with it, they need to talk to you.
I'm going to have a seminar at the library. We had the library director last week, Ms. Brennan.
Yes.
And she's got me a flyer up, and I got to when I get.
So
when I
you're
get
going
back
to
to work
you're going to
today.
be there on the 26th.
Yep, 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks
10
today.
o'clock.
So you'll be at the Lawrence County Public Library. What time do you know?
10 o'clock to about 11.
10 to 11.
Yeah.
And that's a free seminar.
Free seminar. No products are going to be sold. It's just educational
information
about Medicare. Medicare season's coming up. That's one of the things I had to do Monday is go over to Mobile and talk to my upline over there. And I asked them about what's coming up for 2027. And they said, well, be careful of the drug plans. People have got Part D. That's the drug plans of your Medicare. Mm-hmm. And you need to check your medicines out because what they're doing is they're changing. You've got usually 4 tiers in a drug plan: tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you may have a drug that may be on a certain tier. For next year, it may be on a different tier, and it may be costing you more money. So there may be another plan out there that will not be on that same tier. It may still be a better tier for you.
So it's advisable to check it every year.
Every year, yeah.
Okay.
Is this, we don't like change. I mean, I just changed my phone from 7 years ago, and I've been griping about it ever since I got it. But we don't like to change. But I don't want you to say, oh, hey, I call you and you go, hey, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to do nothing. I said, okay, I'm just checking, and then in January, February, you call me and say, hey, I just went to the pharmacy and I got to pay all this money, blah, blah, blah. Well, you didn't check it. You got to check it between October 15th and December 7th. That's when you can change your drug plans for the effective date of January 1st.
Okay.
And if you wait till January, February, it's a little too late.
Now, I'm signing up brand new as of this month.
Right.
I just signed up, I guess.
Right.
And I'm not sure what I did for a drug plan.
Well, you need to look into that.
So I can go look.
Because remember what I said about that, the penalties, if you don't sign up when you're first eligible, then the government penalizes you every month you don't have it. And then if you turn out to be 72 years old and you all of a sudden had a major health issue of some sort and you're taking a handful of pills and you go, man, I got to have some relief for this. I need a drug plan. Mm-hmm. Well, they'll come back and say, well, okay, you can get a drug plan, but you got to pay a certain amount of money every month because you didn't have it when you were
didn't
first
have what I was
eligible.
supposed to. Mm.
And that penalty is on there for lifetime. It stays with you forever and ever.
Well, I better do that like right now.
Well, I'll show you how to do it after we get off the air.
Ah, that's good. I'm going to need some help. You mentioned off the air a while ago something about the IRS.
Yeah, I ran into an article this weekend. Let me see if I can pull it back up real quick.
Okay. All right. By the way, we've got Stanley Wilson here with Harvest Financial. And the phone number here, if you want to talk to Stanley, 766-9393 while we are live. Be glad to take your phone call, 766-9393. If you have questions regarding retirement plans or Medicare or that kind of thing, he specializes in all of that and can help you with it. And I'm looking to see, making sure that we are on like we're supposed to be on here while you're looking that up.
Yeah, I had a little problem last night in my football game. They didn't have the audio going.
Yeah, we can sometimes.
It probably made all my exes happy. They couldn't hear me, but
well, it looks like we're live and in person on the Facebook feeds, both on WDXE and WLX, and YouTube there as well. So we're doing good.
I'm surprised that they got us on camera because you know what they said about both of us.
Got a face for radio.
Exactly.
That's right.
So a lot of folks are waiting for an IRS refund, and what's going on is they've cut back on manpower.
Oh, really?
And I don't know. A lot of people are getting money back because they got bigger deductions this year or last year for being over 65. Okay. They came out with these deductions of $6,000 that you could take off.
Yeah.
And that created some refunds for folks. Well, the IRS with less manpower is having a hard time because they're not just stamping everything approved and going on. You may get a letter in the mail. You need to prove your ID, your identity.
Really?
So a lot of folks are having to create an account on the IRS.gov site, and then you have to do, I think it's called ID something, forgot what it was, but there's some steps you have to go on there, and sometimes you have to have a camera on your smartphone to take a picture of yourself to send to them.
Oh, really?
So the IRS is probably 2 generations of computers and technology behind. And after COVID, they had a lot of folks that didn't come back to work. And they're still struggling with manpower, as a lot of baby boomers have retired that were working for the IRS.
Okay.
So there's a lot of folks that are looking for their refunds, and even if you've used a tax preparer like a CPA or anyone like that, they have a special telephone number that those guys can call, but they're on wait for an hour or two. So the IRS is not very friendly.
They're not very friendly.
They're not very friendly, especially when they owe you money. Now, the good news is they have to pay you interest.
Really?
While you're waiting on your money. But they don't tell you when it starts, whether it's when they get the return or when they look it over and say you have a refund coming to you. And the interest rate they're paying is pretty good. It's 7%. But you may get that with your ID Me is the name of the services they use. ID Me.
I just got a text from Chris out there. He says ID Me is the app.
Yeah, that's
that gets you able to have an account. That's right. That's good. I got good help out there.
Yeah, thank you for backing me up there.
ID me. Interesting.
Yeah. So, but it's always whether you like computers or not, it's good that you go ahead and create an account, especially if you're supposed to get some money back from the IRS. But more importantly, if you're doing Social Security, create you an account on Social Security, the SSA something.gov, I believe it is. I can't remember exactly what that is, but just Google that. Don't go to the .coms. That's a private.
Yeah, that'll mess you up.
Yeah, they want you to give them money for helping them.
.gov is where you need to go.
Rather. But .gov is the official government, U.S. government sites.
Okay.
But create a Social Security. But
now, if you're collecting Social Security, you already have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, no, you have to go online and create it.
Okay.
But a lot of folks did that to go ahead and sign up for it.
Okay.
That's when they usually create those accounts, is when they sign up for it.
Okay.
Now, remember, if you're born in 1960 and after, your retirement age is 67.
Yeah.
Where you can make as much money as you want to without any benefits being taken back in taxes. We got another update there?
I do. Got a question, actually. Got a question. It says, ask Stanley about the strategy of moving regular IRA funds to Roth IRAs as we reach retirement age.
Well,
there are increased amounts that can be moved. There are increased amounts that can be moved, or are there, I guess?
Yes.
Amounts can be moved.
Well, with the standard deduction going up to, or the special deduction, I should say, not the standard, but the special deduction that senior citizens are getting right now at age 65 is a good time to move that money from regular IRAs. In what a regular IRA, you have to pay taxes when you withdraw it.
Right.
So you roll it over into a Roth IRA, and you have to claim taxes on that year that you roll it over. But because you're getting a bigger deduction, you can take more money off of your taxes. So it's really, you need somebody to sit down with you and go over your numbers and your income. You may be just getting Social Security, or you may be getting some RMDs. That's people over 70 and a half and 74 now with the required minimum distributions out of the IRA.
Okay.
Then you may be getting income from other sources. You may be still working.
Yeah.
So all of those things are factors on if it makes sense for you to roll over to a Roth IRA. But I will say this: if it does, then please do, because the Roth IRAs, it builds up tax deferred, and when you take it out, you can get it tax exempt. You don't have to pay taxes on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can create almost a tax-free income using Roth IRAs. And I would suggest for any young person right now to start a Roth IRA instead of a regular IRA. Because historically right now, tax rates are the lowest they've ever been. But who knows what they're going to be 5 years, 10 years from now.
Right.
And with people in their, especially the sweet spot for that is probably, well, after you're 65, but in your late 60s, that's especially if you're still working, you can even have your company take out more money on your taxes too, so you don't have a big tax burden at the end of the year.
Right.
But that was a good question, because you can utilize that senior deduction right now, the $6,000, to take out more money without having to pay so much taxes. But I would rather pay taxes today and knowing what I know about taxes than counting on them down the road. Because I mean, look, we got a deficit. The government is basically, we're broke. We're running at a deficit every year.
Every year.
And
then some.
If the politicians that want to come in there that want to raise taxes up, that they'll do it. So you don't know. I mean, right now, like I said, historically, right now, the taxes are the lowest they've been in quite a while.
Interesting.
So if you got any IRA money, 401k money, you could take a 401k, roll it. You have to roll it into an IRA, or you could take a 401k and roll it into a Roth.
Okay.
But you got to pay taxes on it when you do that. When it comes from an IRA to a Roth, you have to pay taxes on it. I'm not a tax expert, so
What about withdrawal penalty? Is there?
it depends on the whatever the product is.
Okay.
That's usually a penalty. Now, the IRS penalizes people that's younger than 59 and a half.
Okay.
If you're younger than 59 and a half, and you take money out of a qualified plan, and that's an IRA or 401k. Most 401ks, some 401ks you can get around it, but you have to pay a 10% penalty on top of the tax,
Okay.
and because they're encouraging you to keep that money in there for long term,
Okay.
and that's the reason they do that.
Okay.
But that's a standard 10% right off the top. But right now, people that are 65 and over, and you turned the magic number.
I just hit the
Sunday.
magic number. Yes, I did.
So when you do your taxes next year, you're going to get a bigger deduction,
Isn't that kind of them?
isn't it? And they get it back some way somehow.
They, yes.
They encourage you to put this money into an IRA. Years ago, it was like, I think, back in the 70s, I remember my dad putting money into IRAs and getting a tax deduction of $2,000, which was quite a bit of money back then.
Yeah.
But now it's gone up to about $6,000 you can take off your taxes. And I'll be honest with you, people that do the tax returns, they want you to pay as less taxes as possible, and they'll make that suggestion, hey, put some money into an IRA.
Yeah.
And you go, okay. And I'm talking about people that don't have access to a 401k at work.
Sure.
You and I, we're self-employed business people, and we can put money into an IRA, and we had to pay less taxes today.
All right.
But what they don't tell you is that as that grows, yes, it grows, and you don't have to pay taxes on the growth every year.
Sure.
But one day when you start taking that money out, you got to count it as income taxes. You can't count it as capital gains taxes.
Well, this, I guess, is somewhat personal, but I don't think it's okay. When Teresa was teaching school and working, she was contributing to a 401k.
Yeah. Well, in school, it's a 403B.
Whatever that was.
I got you.
Okay, so
I got you.
But and it's still there, but no longer contributing to it.
Okay.
It's still sitting there.
And it's growing with whatever investment vehicle is set in.
So it's set in. It's over there in an account somewhere where we have it or she has it, and but because she's not working anymore, now she's retired and taking Social Security and all that kind of stuff. So that account is sitting there. Is that something that needs to be changed, or just leave it alone?
Well, I mean, you can start taking some out. Y'all are filing a joint tax return.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to get the deduction because you're 65.
Right.
So you just need to do the math.
Okay.
And just see.
All right.
You got something else?
Let's see. My buddy says I'm absolutely ignorant on this. Y'all are talking about, but keep it up. It's interesting.
Well,
there you go.
Anything the government does, they don't make it simple.
I'm a lot ignorant on it myself, and I find out things little at a time, and sometimes too late. So,
well, I'm not a tax expert. You need to talk to your tax preparers to see if it makes sense for you to do that.
Yeah, let's see if we got a phone call. Hey, good morning. You're on with us.
Yes, I've got a lot of this worked out for me, but I've got a relative that's at that 65 age group, and so some of this is to help make her ask her questions. But one of the things I ran into that I didn't understand was when I had to start making minimum distributions. And I thought in my head, I'll just go ahead and do this over 8 or 10 years. But all of a sudden, I realized that's going to throw me into a different tax bracket. So I went with the required minimum distribution you have no choice about. But I just wanted to throw that out because there's a lot of things that also the way what happened for me may not apply for her, asking questions like that. But one thing that I think everybody should be concerned with, from everything everything I'm reading in 2032, if something is not done about the funds, everybody, not just new people signing up for Social Security, but anybody on Social Security, they will be reducing the amount probably by 22% of whatever you get.
I saw
now,
that
that's
too.
what I'm reading different places. I just wanted to throw
Yep.
that out in case it takes you somewhere that might be useful to somebody.
It's
All right.
like,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. I have seen that, and it's like we're coming up real soon, like 6 or 7 years down the road. They're talking about cutting everybody's benefit by 20%.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, that will cause a stir.
it will. I mean,
It'll cause a huge stir.
well, all I can say is this. I could say a lot more.
My guess is they won't do that.
I agree with you, Jeff, because they want to get reelected.
Yeah.
So they're going to find a way to patch up these holes in Social Security because they don't want the seniors, and let's face it, it's the baby boomers. They don't want them to be penalized while they're in the office. They don't want to be the one. Well, when so and so was in office, I got my Social Security check cut.
Right.
I'm not going to vote for him.
Right.
I'm going to go somewhere else. So I think the politicians will shore it up.
I think so too. The politicians are not going to allow that to happen. In my opinion, they may not have a choice. We may not have a choice. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's so much money out there that the government has, and of course, they're spending it in all the wrong places.
Yes.
But eventually, they will turn back to the Social Security and bump it back up, because they've been. Well, there's two sides of this.
I haven't heard any politician of either side say anything but we will protect Social Security. All of them. They all say that.
Oh yeah,
Every one of them.
yeah.
We will protect Social Security.
Yeah, when they're on the stump running for the
That's
office,
right.
that's
Every
what they're
time.
saying. But are they doing it? Their actions,
But are they doing it? That's right.
their actions speak louder than words. But I think they will shore it up. But I don't know if this is an urban myth or what, but they said that, the politicians for years have been going in there and robbing the Social Security fund and putting IOUs in there, and they're never paying them back. So that's where I think the politicians are going to finally have to get back to those old IOUs to fund up the Social Security fund. But yes, I have read that.
Interesting.
6,
All
7
right.
years down the road.
If you really start digging into what our government spends money on and wastes
Oh my
money
goodness,
on, it's mind-boggling.
it is.
And you just my term is slack-jawed.
That's a good word.
I'm just slack-jawed at it.
Yeah.
My mouth gapes open.
Well, we
It's like,
we
what
can't
in the world?
imagine. We can't imagine these things that they're coming out with. When Trump first got elected, he put Elon Musk and
Yeah.
the other gentleman in there to this Doge funds and all
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, they were coming out with this stuff, and how much money was given, the checks to dead people.
Yeah.
These families didn't say that their loved one had died so they could keep getting the check. And, and the Medicare fraud.
And the thousands and thousands of people that have done that.
Well, the Medicare fraud right now, there's something going on right now. There was two things going on. There was a hospice care guy I think it was in Las Vegas. He was getting dead people and filing claims on these dead people and getting money back from the government. And it's millions of dollars just fraudulently going back to him. And now they're talking about how some of the Chinese have incorporated into our health care system and fraudulently getting back money too.
Yeah.
So I understand, going back to what I was talking about with the tax refunds with the IRS, I understand why they're gun shy now about the identities of people. They're trying to stop this fraud. They really are.
Yeah.
But they don't have the IT technology to be able to do it in a efficient way. Because they're, like I said, there's probably 2 or 3 generations behind on their IT.
Yeah. No doubt.
If you've ever gotten a letter from the IRS, it looks like that old type of
Yeah.
of lettering from years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, what is this? This is supposed to be an official record, letter to me, but I mean, it's just like it's machine typed out, but it's way, way, way
Antiquated.
Yes.
Is the right word.
They're just like my old phone I had for 7 years. That thing was an antique in the cell phone world.
Yeah, the cell phone world.
Well, I went down to somebody, one of the technicians, to help me out, and he goes, "Man, they don't even make updates for these anymore." I said,
yeah.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. The interesting stuff today, buddy.
Well, I'm not a tax preparer, but I do agree to look into converting over. What you're doing is you're converting from a from a regular IRA to a Roth IRA,
Okay.
and you're basically taking taxable money and putting it into non-taxable vehicle. That's what a Roth IRA is. But to do that, you got to pay the taxes when you take it out. And because you're 65 or over, you've got a bigger tax deduction that you can use. So you can use $6,000, taking it off your income to not have to pay taxes on it.
Okay. Got another message there from Chris. He's talking about Teresa. I mentioned her, account. And his advice is she should start drawing.
Well, you can do that.
Eligible at 59. And
59 and a half. You don't have to pay the IRS.
59 and a half.
Yep.
And he said he missed several $1,000s by not starting. Now, how does that?
Well, he may be talking about when you turn 62, you can start taking your Social Security, and it's a 30% less than if you waited to your full retirement age.
Well, help me with the calculations on that, because it doesn't make sense to me to wait.
Well, again,
It does not make sense to me to wait.
Tell me what day you're going to die.
You don't know.
I can do it. You don't know. That's a variable.
You don't know.
So you don't know. Now, like my mom and dad lived to be 90 years old.
Okay.
My dad started taking his Social Security when he was 62. He says, I regret that. I wish I'd waited, because he was still working. But he, like a lot of people, thought, man, I'm not going to let the government keep my money. I want my money as soon as I can get it. Well, that's fine. I understand that. But you don't. There is the math. You have to live. If you outlive, like,
and let's just say round numbers. Let's just say,
I can't remember.
Let's just say that your Social Security, and this may be high, but $2,000 a month.
Okay.
Okay. Well, and you take it as soon as you could get it. That's what it is.
Well, you could take 30% off of that. What was that? $600. That's be $1,400 that you would take at age 62. What you're saying is, if you waited till you're 67 or your full retirement age, not everybody's full retirement age is not age 67, but I'm just using you and I as an example because we were born after 1960.
Okay.
So at 2000, if you waited till you're 67 years old, you could get $2,000.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying? Your payment?
No, I'm just saying if I get that now, 62.
Okay. But at age 62, you would get $1,400.
Okay.
So now you've got 60 months there, 5 years of drawing $1,400 until you're 67 years old. Well, you're ahead of the game right now.
You're way ahead of the game.
Yeah. Now, if you could have got that 2,000, if you'd waited till you're 67 and got the 2,000, now you're asking, okay, when is the break-even point? How old do I have to live
to make up that
difference for that 5 years
So
that
wait a
I
minute.
didn't take it?
I don't think you could get there. I really don't, unless you live to be 100.
Well, I think I know it's probably
So 1,400 times how many months?
60.
That's $84,000.
Yeah. But now you remember, you've got to pay taxes on that.
Well,
They count.
so
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you wait to get the extra $400, how long is it going to take? Let's see. Let's just do that. Divided by 400. It's going to take 210 months to get that 84,000.
Divide that by 12.
Divided by 12. 17 and a half years.
Okay. So that's 84 years old, 85.
17 and a half years to get that 84,000. And you have no guarantee of that whatsoever.
No, I mean, you don't have a guarantee you're going
So
to
it
wait
just
till 9
doesn't
o'clock tonight.
It just doesn't make sense to me to wait.
I understand.
Mathematically,
I understand.
mathematically, it doesn't make sense to
Well,
me.
now you see why I ask. Tell me what day you're going to die, and I will give you a great financial plan.
Yeah.
You know,
So anyway,
you can spend all your money on that. And that day you're going to die, that's it. Your bank account goes to zero.
yeah. And of course, we're using numbers here that are just round numbers. Your numbers may not be that. I'm just,
Right. That's why you go online and you
Yeah.
create that account on your Social Security, and it will tell you the benefit that you can get
Yeah.
at certain ages. And
Right.
it's got a little calculator in there. You can play around with it.
Right.
Now, if you waited to your age 70, that's when you can wait all the way to age 70. That $2,000 would turn into, let's see, about 20%, about $2,400 a month.
Okay. So that would cut that 17 and a half years in half.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be about 8 years.
Yeah, something like that.
So there you go. It would take you 8 years to make up the money difference.
Yeah.
And you got to live that long to get it.
Well, one day when you're bored, just put that in your Chat GPT and give them the parameters of it and see what happens.
I've already bit. I mean, I've already bit the bullet. Now I'm not going to wait. I'm just doing it now.
Okay. Well, remember things coming up. October 15th is when you can make your changes in your Medicare Advantage plan. It usually includes your drug plan, or if you have a standalone drug plan, you need to look at those between October 15th and December 7th.
Yeah.
And
A
then,
drug plan.
and then you got on Medicare August 1st because Medicare starts the first day of your month that you were born in. So your Medicare started August 1st.
Yeah.
And you went online and you went down to the office or whatever.
Stanley, tell people how to get in touch with you.
931-242-4495.
That's 242-4495.
Yeah.
Is the number. All right, we don't have time for another phone call because we're running out of time. But anyway, we got to go. Stanley Wilson, everybody, with
9 o'clock. Right on done.
Right on the buddy.
5.3 and W237FD 95.3, Lawrenceburg. Broadcast services of Prospect Communications.